Gather round. My name is Beckett. I am a graduate of WADA. That would be the esteemed Wizarding Academy of Dramatic Art. Yes, well, I'm not quite sure what everyone's gone off to. That would be my fellow performers now. Come down and introduce yourselves. Virginia, Oliver, Samuel.
Hello, I'm Sam.
And Darby. Oh, very nice, thank you. Look at this attractive and obviously perceptive crowd. This is the perfect place for us to hone our craft. Let's finish getting ready.
We're ready.
As I was saying, on behalf of WADA, the Wizarding Academy of Dramatic Arts, we present to you the tales of Beedle the Bard. We are a group of classically trained performers and puppeteers, constantly looking to perfect our artistry.
We certainly don't do it for the money.
Absolutely not. We do not accept payment. This is about art. Ladies and gentlemen, the wizarding world is filled with tales of courage,
Gallantry.
friendship, and explosions. What? Oh, and that's love. And some of the most famous of these tales come from a man who lived over 500 years ago.
His name was Beedle the Bard, and he had one of the most luxuriant beards.
Samuel, I hardly think that they care about his beard.
His luxuriant beard. Truth be told, I would wager a graveyard's vault stacked with galleons that there's not a child raised in the wizarding world today who doesn't know about the tales of Beedle the Bard.
What about the warlock's hairy heart?
The wizard and the hopping pot.
Raggedy.
And a cackling stump.
Are you both quite finished? I should like to continue before my patience runs out.
Oh, will you look at that, Virg?
What's that, Sam?
That's Beckett's patience running out. Sorry.
Let's do what we came here to do. What's that? Right, theater. Laces.
Well,
What story are we telling?
got it.
What story? The Fountain of Fair Fortune. What? My fellow witches and wizards. Everyone ready? We now present to you the Fountain of Fair Fortune. High on a hill, in an enchanted garden, enclosed by tall walls and protected by strong magic, flowed the Fountain of Fair Fortune. Once a year, hundreds of people traveled from all over the kingdom to wait outside the garden walls. There, at sunrise, a single unfortunate would be given the chance to fight their way to the fountain by sunset, bathe in its waters, and receive good luck and fair fortune forevermore. On the appointed day, 3 witches met on the outskirts of the crowd and told one another their sorrows. The first, by name Asha, was sick of a malady no healer could cure. The second, by name Alfeda, had been robbed of her home, her gold and her wand by an evil sorcerer. The third, by name Amata, had been deserted in love and thought her heart would never mend. The 3 women agreed that should the chance befall them, they would unite and try to reach the fountain together. The sky was rent with the first ray of sun.
Creepers from the garden beyond snaked through the pressing mass. The creepers twisted themselves around the first witch, Asha. She grasped the wrist of the second witch, Altheda, who seized tight upon the robes of the third witch, Amata, and Amata became caught upon the armor of a dismal-looking knight. The creepers tugged the 3 witches through the wall
witches and the knight began to climb the hill. Halfway up the steep slope, however, they came across words cut into the ground before them.
Pay me the fruit of your labors.
Sir Luckless took out his only coin and placed it upon the grassy hillside, but it rolled away and was lost. The three witches and the knight continued to climb the hill, but though they walked for hours more, they advanced not a step. The summit came no nearer, and still the inscription lay in the earth before them. All were discouraged, except for Alfeda, who walked faster and harder than any of them.
Courage, friends, and do not yield!
She cried, wiping the sweat from her brow. As the drops fell glittering onto the earth, the inscription blocking their path vanished, and they found they were able to move upward once more. With the removal of this second obstacle, they hurried toward the summit as fast as they could, until at last they glimpsed the fountain, glittering like crystal in the bower of flowers and trees. Before they could reach it, however, they came to a stream that ran around the hilltop, barring their way. There, in the depths of the clear water, lay a smooth stone bearing the words,
Pay me the treasure of your past.
Amata was the first to understand. Taking her wand, she drew from her mind all memories of happy times she had spent with her vanished lover and dropped them into the rushing water. The stream swept them away, and the three witches and the knight were able to pass at last onto the summit of the hill. The fountain shimmered before them, set amidst herbs and flowers, rarer and more beautiful than any they had yet seen. The sky burned ruby, and it was time to decide which of them would bathe. Before they could make their decision, however, frail Asha fell to the ground. Exhausted by their struggle to the summit, she was close to death. Alfeda hastened to pick all those herbs she thought most helpful and poured the potion into Asha's mouth. At once, Asha recovered from her sickness and was able to stand.
I am cured! I have no need of the fountain. Let Alfeda bathe.
But Alfeda protested.
If I can cure this disease, I shall earn gold plenty. Let Amata bathe.
Sir Luckless bowed and gestured Amata toward the fountain, but she shook her head. The stream had washed away all regret for her past lover.
Good sir, you must bathe as a reward for all your chivalry. So the knight clanked